Yolanda, hey, stop all this. With the $300 coming on my account. Talk to me right now. And
I've
you
been
all
helping
lie.
Dante while he locked up for a
Dante?
Yes.
Your ex?
And my friend of 15 years.
What? Well, ho. First of all, why is you sending your ex $300 of my money every week, Yolanda?
He don't have nobody to help him right
That's
now.
a grown man. What the hell you mean?
Okay, and I'm his friend. If he needs my help, I'm going to be there for him.
What do you need help with $300 a week for, Yolanda?
To survive.
Survive what?
In prison.
What the? Wait, what?
Yeah,
Dante is locked up?
Yes, just temporarily.
And you sending a felon
don't do
$300 a week of my money?
It's not perfect, bro.
Ain't nobody perfect, and you so ain't good. Matter of fact, you ain't nothing at all to me no more. Why is you sending $300?
Recording this right now.
Just
Why are you making a big deal out of this? What's the point of this?
You're a scandalous woman. You're scandalous. That's right. And I'm putting you on live. Everybody finna see this.
Well, all right. Since you want to make a show, whatever, bro. This is dumb.
No, I'm finna make a real show.
You have the money, Chris.
What money? The money I have is for us. For us. I thought you loved me. That's why I proposed to you. That's why you got that ring on your finger. In fact, I don't even see it on your finger. What you do with that?
Ready? So we gonna act like you know. So we gonna act like that's how we gonna act. Is that how we gonna act? Nigga, stop fucking playing with me. That's how we gonna act. Is that how we gonna act? You gonna act like you know. That's what we gonna do. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. Babe, that's what we doing. Y'all, I've been on that. Being on it, and wait. Yeah. You mad? Get mad. Get out my face. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Wait. We're going home to shoot. Yeah, I'm going home to shoot. Yeah, I'm going home to shoot. Yeah. I'm going home to shoot. You're going home to shoot. How you gonna act like that? That's how you gonna act?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
The saga continues, gentlemen. The saga continues. I am Kenyatta Black. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you are following me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram at Kenyatta Black, or excuse me, at KenyattaInTheBasement. And that is Black spelled with an X, BLAXK. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Click that bell icon to make sure you are getting all notifications for when I go live, drop a video, or drop a short. And of course, if you are feeling the content, go ahead and support the content. Bless the Cash App, $ Black Squad, or you can hit the PayPal. All of that is in the description box, as well as posted to the top of the chat. I'm sure somewhere Umar Johnson is currently busy trying to figure out how to blame black men for Carly Russell faking being kidnapped. But after he figures that out, I'm sure he will then move on to how to blame black men for this woman sending her ex $300 a week of her man's money, and this other black woman for getting belligerent and irate and just absolutely out of control with what looks like might be her man, could be a baby daddy, or might even just be a dude that she's fucking. We don't really know. I'm leaning more towards either a baby daddy or some dude that she's just sleeping with. But we gonna get into all this, man. We gonna get into all this. It's, you know, at this point, it's like, you know, I asked my girl yesterday, right? Because, you know, over the weekend, Joel Embiid and what's the brother's name? The light-skinned brother from the Hawks, the point guard. His name escapes my mind right now, but y'all know who I'm talking about. The light-skinned dude with the Rick Fox, the little Rick Fox looking dude. You know, they both just got married over the weekend. Trae Young, that's his name, Trae Young. So they both got married over the weekend, and, you know, Joel Embiid married a Brazilian chick, and Trae Young married a white girl. So, of course, black women were going off, you know, all these ball players stay marrying these non-black women and yada, 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 you know. So I asked my girl, I say, yo, at what point are black women just gonna, you know, throw up their hands and, you know, be done with it, you know, get over it and just move on? Like at some point, there's no point in arguing and going back and forth with somebody, right? If they're such a terrible person, if they're so impossible to get along with, at some point, you just wash your hands of that person or a particular issue, and you know, at the end of the day, you just say fuck it, right? So I asked my girl, like, yo, when are black women just gonna say fuck it? Like, obviously, there's nothing they can do about it. Just, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of those things where every time they see a black man with a non-black woman, they act as though it's the first time they've ever seen it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I asked that question because we as black men have definitely come to the point where we don't care anymore. We don't fucking care anymore. We are done arguing and going back and forth. We are done trying to reason with these women. We are done trying to, you know, give them as much logic as we can. We're done. We're tired. I mean, we've done it for what? A few decades now. At what point? You know, black men have come to the point where we've come to understand that these women are not going to stop having babies by who the hell ever in their 20s and then turning around in their 30s trying to get some dude to play stepdaddy. You know, because obviously we've gotten to a point now where black men are very vocal about the fact that we are not trying to be stepdaddies. And instead of the B-Dub saying, oh, wow, okay, I didn't know you felt that way. I can see why you feel that way. Okay, moving forward, maybe I should try to, you know, keep that in check. Oh, no, absolutely not. Out comes the shaming language and the name calling and the whole nine. They've made it crystal clear they're going to keep having babies by who the hell ever and trying to get Clifford the stepdaddy to come along and take care of Pookie's kids. And that's what I call stepdaddies, by the way. I call stepdaddies Clifford. I call stepdaddies Clifford. You try to get Clifford to play stepdaddy, right? So, and then, you know, another issue, you know, the 80% of the B-dubs in this country are overweight. And I believe, 60% of the B-dubs who are overweight are also obese. So we have a serious issue with weight amongst the B-dub in America. Black men have let it be known that that is an issue. And what do we get? More shaming language. More name calling. more accusations of what a real man would do. So apparently, as far as the B-Dub is concerned, a real man would have no problem marrying fat chicks and raising other people's kids. But it's like I always say, what do I always say, fellas? Y'all know the quote. Y'all know my quote. If you ask a woman what a real man is, you will get a list of things that benefit women. But if you ask a man what a real man is, you will get a list of things that make a man a better man. And they prove me right every damn time they open their mouth to say what they think a real man is. So, you know, black men have grown tired. Black men have grown tired, and this is where, you know, the passport bros movement has come from. This is where the SYSBM movement has come from. And it's all kind of brothers. It's all kinds of brothers that have joined on to the passport bros and the SYSBM movement. It's all kind of brothers. Blue collar brothers, white collar brothers, so-called educated lames, so-called street dudes, so-called pookies have joined on to the passport bros movement and the SYSBM movement. But you know something. You know something that doesn't get talked about. There's a particular kind of brother that has also joined on to the passport bros and SYSBN movement that nobody ever mentions. You know who that particular type of brother is? The type of brother who never dated a non-black woman his entire life. Some of these black men were even what you could call conscious black men. Never dated non-black women in their entire lives. Even some of them have now joined the passport bros and SYSBM movement, but nobody's talking about them yet. Nobody's talking about them yet. I see a few of them. A few brothers I know for a fact were conscious brothers. Because I too was once I'm still a conscious brother. I'm just not on, you know, any side of an extreme. You feel me? So I recognize some of these brothers. Like, hey, bruh, ain't you the brother that used to be in the Power to the People Facebook group? Yeah, I thought I recognized you. Oh, you with the passport bros now. Oh, yeah, okay. So listen, I say that to say all these different types of black men from different walks of life, from different statuses of life, with different mindsets, different political views. All of these men, all of these different types of men gravitating toward the same movements, they can't all be crazy. They can't all be crazy. They can't all be gay. They can't all be dusty. They can't all hate their mama. They can't all be colorists. All right, come on, cut the bullshit. Cut the bullshit. So everybody in the room is crazy except you, right? Everybody in the room got a problem except you, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. But it's, like I said, man, black men have come to a point where they are tired. They are tired of arguing. They're tired of trying to reason. And they're tired of the embarrassment. And also tired of the misuse and tired of the abuse. And we're going to take a look at this abuse. And we're going to break down this abuse and this disrespect that's going on in the black community and has been going on in the black community for decades. For decades now. And that's a big reason for a lot of the pushback. A lot of the pushback is all because they don't want they don't want other groups of people to really see them as they are. You know what I'm saying? They spent a long time, you know, waging their smear campaign of black men. All through the 80s and 90s when they were on those talk shows, you know, Oprah and Sally, Jenny Jones and Ricky Lake and Donahue and all that, Geraldo. That was a smear campaign. You know? And even today, there's certain lies that they still refuse to let go, even though they've been exposed as lies. Like the black man don't take care of his kids. That lie has been exposed, yet they still keep telling it. They still keep telling it. They refuse to let that lie go. Refuse. And for some reason, they all have a desire to be single mothers. For some reason, they all have a desire to paint themselves as being single mothers. You know, it's just plain and simple as just because you ain't got no man don't mean you a single mother. You feel me? You're not a single mother because you live on the east side and your baby daddy live on the west side. If that brother's taking care of his damn kid, you ain't no fucking single mother. You just ain't got no damn man. But they desire to give themselves this label of a single mother so that they can play some sort of victim. They have a need to be a victim. And of course, if you're a victim, then certainly you by default, you have to have a victimizer. So who have they been labeling to the world? Who have they been presenting to the world as their victimizer? Us. But fortunately, we've got the internet today. Fortunately, we've got the internet today. And the internet is the worst thing that ever happened to their smear campaign of black men. It's the worst thing that ever happened to their smear campaign of black men. Matter of fact, let's get into it. I'm going to show you these videos of just some of the worst disrespect you have ever seen. Some of the worst disrespect you could imagine. And we're going to break it down. We're going to break it down. I mean, you know, I don't know what I would do in these situations. First of all, I wouldn't be in these situations. I would never be in these situations, and I'm gonna break down why when we get into it. But matter of fact, let's get into it.
Yolanda, hey, stop all this. With the $300 coming on my account, talk to me right now. And
I've
you
been
all
helping
lie.
Dante while he locked up for a minute.
Dante,
Yes.
your ex.
And my friend of 15 years.
What? Ho. First of all, why is you sending your ex $300 of my money every week, Yolanda?
He don't have nobody to help him right
That's
now.
a grown man. What the hell you mean?
Okay, and I'm his friend. If he needs my help, I'm going to be there for
What do
him.
you need help with $300 a week for, Yolanda?
To survive.
Survive what?
In prison.
What the? Wait, what?
Yeah,
Dante is locked up,
Yes, just temporarily.
and you sending you. A felon.
Don't do
$300
Everybody
a
makes
week of
mistakes.
my money?
It's not perfect, bro.
Ain't nobody perfect, and you so ain't good. Matter of fact, you ain't nothing at all to me no more. Why is
And
you
the
sending
fact that you're
$300?
recording this right now.
Just
Why
the
are
way
you
I'm
making
know
a big
you are
deal out of this?
You're
What's
a
the point of
scandalous
this?
woman. You're scandalous. That's right. And I'm putting you on live. Everybody finna see this.
Well, all right. Since you want to make a show, whatever, bro. This is dumb.
No, I'm finna make a real show.
You have the money, Chris.
What money?
It
The money I
doesn't
have
matter.
is for us. For us. I thought you loved me. That's why I proposed to you. That's why you got that ring on your finger. In fact, I don't even see it on your finger. What you do with that?
Woo! Goddamn. Man, he said it best, man. Scandalous. Scandalous. She's so scandalous. Scandalous. She's so scandalous. God damn, bro. $300 a week. Bro. She is sending this man $1,200 to $1,500 a month of her man's hard-earned money. $1,200 to $15 a month. $300 a week. Most months have 4 weeks. Some months have 5. Goddamn. I mean, what do you do with this kind of disrespect? How can this kind of disrespect, this level of disrespect, be corrected? When women have such hatred and disdain and lack of respect for men in general, especially the men that they don't truly desire, what the hell is a man supposed to do with a group of women who have this level of hatred for their men? Because make no mistake, you have to hate your men to be this disrespectful. She is taking the money from the man she is with now, without his knowledge, and sending it to a man that she was once in a relationship with and clearly still has feelings for. And I'm going to get into that too. Let's break this one down, shall we? I'm going to play this video and we're going to break it down.
John, hey, stop all this. With the $300 coming on my account, talk to me right now. And
I've
you
been
all
helping
lie.
Dante while he locked up for a minute.
Dante?
Yes.
Your ex?
And my friend of 15 years.
Pause. Fellas, why does your girlfriend have male friends? Why does your girlfriend have male friends? Boundaries, fellas. Boundaries. Boundaries and standards. See, this is why I said a minute ago, this would never happen to me. I would never find myself in this situation. Because when I meet a woman, I set boundaries. And I set a standard. I let a woman know what I tolerate and what I do not tolerate. Period. I don't date women who have male friends. Because there is no such thing as male friends. You do not have male friends, ladies. You've got men who want to fuck you, men who you already have had some kind of interaction with, and men who you yourself want to mess with. Ain't no fucking male friends. The hell out of here. What the hell y'all doing together? Huh? Going to the bar talking about sports? Huh? Going to the casino to bet on the games together and shit. What are men and what sort of platonic friendship can a man and a woman have? when men and women have so little in common outside of their physical desires for one another. No damn male friends. So right then and there, my friend of 15 years, no, that's the problem right there. Why does your girl have male friends? And then obviously this man knows who the hell Dante is, because as soon as she said, I'm sending the money to Dante, he immediately knew that was her ex. And she said he's been my friend for 15 years. I wonder, has he been allowing this woman to hang out with Dante? You know, just the two of them. You know, just her and Dante. I would love to see the text messages on her phone between her and Dante. Because Dante is much more than just a friend. And we're going to get into that right now.
Well, first of all, why is you sending your ex $300 of my money every week, Yolanda?
He don't have nobody to help him right
That's a grown man.
She did not answer the question. She didn't answer the question. He said, why are you sending him $300 of my hard-earned money? Her response was, he don't have nobody to help him. Him not having anyone to help him doesn't answer the question of why the fuck you're sending him my money. Allow me to answer the question for her. The reason she is sending him $300 a week of this man's hard-earned money is because she still loves him. As a matter of fact, she's in love with him. All right? She's in love with Dante, the jailbird. Now, she might love this guy whose money she's stealing, but she's in love with Dante. Okay? And she's still fucking Dante. You always know a woman puts her money where her love is. You understand? A woman puts her money where her love is. If a woman ain't never spent no money on you, it's because a woman ain't never loved you. When a woman loves you, oh, she'll spend money on you. In this woman's case, she's stealing money from another man to give it to the man she truly loves. A woman puts her money where her love is. All right? So right then and there, that's the answer to that question as to why she's sending this man $300 a week of his hard-earned money, because she's in love with him. And not only is she in love with him, she's still fucking him. She's still sleeping with him. And you know she's still sleeping with him because obviously obviously they keep in touch, because how else would she know that he's in prison? And if she's willing to steal money from this guy that she's in a relationship with, and as a matter of fact, as you heard toward the end of that video, not only are they in a relationship, they're supposed to be engaged. They're engaged. But as you also heard, she's not wearing the ring. Why is she not wearing the ring? I mean, everything points to she's not really in love with this guy. Like I said, she might love him, but she's in love with Dante, the jailbird. That's why she's not wearing her damn ring, because the ring didn't come from the man that she wishes would be the one who give it to her. If Dante gave her that ring, oh, she'd be wearing it. And she'd be showing it off to everybody. There'd be 100 pictures of that ring on her Instagram. She'd never take that ring off if Dante gave it to her. So that's why she's not wearing the ring. That's why she's taking this man's hard-earned money and sitting there with that just, disgusted look on her face, like she's disgusted that this man would even approach her about his money. I mean, what is the black man supposed to do with this level of disrespect? What?
What the hell you mean? mean?
Okay, and I'm his friend. If he needs my help, I'm gonna be there for
What do
him.
you need help with 300?
She's not his friend, y'all. She is not his friend. She's his lover. I'm his friend. No. What she meant to say was, I'm fucking him. So let me translate that for you. I'm his friend. Translation, I'm fucking him. Okay? Okay? Come on, man. Pay attention. Pay attention.
$1 a week for Yolanda?
To survive.
Survive what?
In prison.
What the? Wait, what?
Yeah,
Dante is locked up,
Yes, just temporarily.
and you sitting here, you a fellas.
don't do
$300 a week of my money?
It's not perfect, bro.
Ain't nobody perfect. And
Listen to how she defends him immediately. Everybody make mistakes. Ain't nobody perfect. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing right now. You're sending another man $300 of my fucking money every goddamn week. And now you got the nerve to sit here in my fucking face and then defend this motherfucker on top. Bruh. What is the black man supposed to do with this level of disrespect and this level of disloyalty? What is he supposed to do? But I'm not supposed to tell brothers to go ahead and get their passports if that's what they need to do to find some peace and some happiness. But I'm not supposed to tell brothers, go ahead and get their SYSBM on if that's what it takes for them to find peace and happiness. Well, since I'm not supposed to tell brothers to go ahead and get their passports or go ahead and get their SYSBM on, if that's what it takes to find some peace and some damn happiness, then you tell me what the fuck is the black man supposed to do with this level of disrespect? Exactly what? Nobody wants to offer any solutions for this. The only quote solution being offered is to just keep dealing with it. To be patient, or as Ayanla Van Zant likes to put it, stand in it with the black woman. Fuck that. Get your passports. Go SYSBM. Do whatever the hell you need to do, black man, to find some peace and some damn happiness.
so ain't good. Matter of fact, you ain't nothing at all to me no more.
Look at that look on her face.
Right now.
Just
Why
the
are you
one
making
know
a big
you're
deal out of this? What's the point of
scandalous
this?
woman. You're scandalous. That's right. And I'm putting you on live.
Scandalous.
Well, all right, since you want to make the show.
She's so
whatever,
scandalous.
What
Ooh.
money? The money I have is for us. For us. I thought you loved me. That's why I proposed to you. That's why you got that ring on your finger. In fact, I don't even see it on your finger. What you do with that? Yolanda.
Scandalous. Scandalous. She's so scandalous. How's it hanging? Cause baby from the back the shit is banging. I've been stressing in this ghetto gang. Trying to do my thing, won't be no bullshit, no ass kissing. This bitch will have you waking up with all your cash missing. I'm asking as if I'm qualified to analyze. You're looking at a bitch that specializes in telling lies. She got a body make a motherfucker fantasize. Her face ain't never shed a tear through them scandalous eyes. Bruh! Rest in peace to Tupac Shakur. God damn, fam. Like, again, I'm going to keep asking the question. What is the black man supposed to do with this level of disrespect? And this level of disrespect has been in the black man's home for decades. He's been sleeping with this level of disrespect in his bed for decades. And just recently, when the black men around the country and around the world, for that matter, started getting together, having conversations, comparing notes, and discovering that we all thought that we were going through some isolated BS. Come to find out, we all going through this shit. Come to find out, we all got some kind of trauma, some kind of PTSD. Come to find out, we all feel the same damn way. So when we come together, start having conversations and comparing notes, suddenly, all hell breaks loose now. Because that was never supposed to happen. Right? That was never supposed to happen. The black men were never supposed to start having conversations among ourselves and compare notes and, come up with a game plan on how to deal with this. That was never supposed to happen. But now that it has happened, there's nothing you can do about it. Now that it's happened, you're not going to be able to put this cat back in the bag. All the shaming language and the name calling and the claims of this being bashing, you're not going to make black men back down off of this. Nah. Once a black man gets off the plantation and finds out what freedom looks like, he ain't going back. He ain't going back. Not happening. Not gonna happen. So for all of you out there, and listen, let me drop this on. For those of you who believe that the black man is obligated to date and marry only black women, let me ask you a question. Let me put it in the context here for you. 80% of the B-dubs in America are overweight. About 75% of the B-dubs between the ages of 18 and 35 already have children. And black men do not want to be stepfathers. There are no group of men on the planet who desire to be stepdaddies. So and as a matter of fact, not only do about 75% of the B-dubs in America between the ages of 18 and 35 already have children, many of them have multiple children by multiple men. Okay? Let's not forget that. So what you are saying when you say that a black man is obligated to only be with a black woman, obligated to date and marry only black women, what you are essentially saying is that black men are obligated to date and marry fat chicks and raise other people's children. So I have to ask you this question. Is that what you think black men deserve? Is that what you think black men deserve? No other group of men on the planet are being asked to do that. No group of men on the planet would tolerate that. As a matter of fact, as many of you know, I deliver appliances, right? And these days I'm no longer an employee. These days I've got my own contract delivering appliances. Now I actually have a couple of employees. Congratulations to me. Congratulations to me, right? So, delivering appliances, especially when I was in Pittsburgh, because there's all kind of surrounding areas of Pittsburgh, to the point where when you first move there, it gets so damn confusing. After about a month, I just said, screw it, it's all Pittsburgh to me. You know what I'm saying? Because you got Pittsburgh, and you got Bellevue, McKees Rocks, Robinson, Ambridge, Swickley. I mean, it's like, yo, screw this. It's all Pittsburgh. It's just all Pittsburgh. If you weren't born and raised in Pittsburgh, there's no way for you to really learn. It's damn near impossible for you to learn all the different townships and counties. It's just fucking ridiculous, man. Fucking ridiculous. All right? So I came to the point where it was like, fuck it. This is all Pittsburgh to me. I don't give a damn what the fuck the area code says. It's Pittsburgh. Right? So there's like 1,000,001 different neighborhoods, right? And I was delivering all over the place. I mean, I was delivering appliances everywhere within a 2-hour radius of Pittsburgh. So I was delivering to a whole lot of white neighborhoods. I was delivering to a whole lot of very rich white neighborhoods. As a matter of fact, I forget his name because I'm not that big of a football fan. My partner recognized him when he was walking down the street. He used to be, I think my partner said he used to be the backup quarterback for the Steelers. Light-skinned black dude with a bald head. I forget what my partner said his name was, but we were making a delivery one day, and we about to jump out the truck and, get started with the delivery. And my partner was like looking. He was like, yo, is that who I think it is? Like, yo, is that what I think it is? He just sitting there. I'm like, I'm not knowing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, do we have a problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we gonna have to jump this nigga? Like, what's going what's going on? Like, what the fuck? Come to find out, it was one of the dudes. You can look it up. Some of y'all probably already know who it is. Light skinned dude with a bald head. He used to be a backup quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? So, just to give you an idea of some of the neighborhoods that I was delivering in. I mean, I was delivering appliances in very wealthy neighborhoods. Still do. Right? You know what I would always see? And I mean, in the spring and the summertime, you will see this every single morning. Like clockwork. It never fails. When you ride through a white neighborhood in the morning of the spring and the summer, you know what you're going to see? Every day, like clockwork, white women jogging, getting their exercise on. Every day. I bullshit you not. I once saw, I couldn't believe it myself, and I was seeing it with my own 2 eyes. I still couldn't believe it. I once saw a white woman jogging down the street, pushing the baby stroller with one hand and walking her dog with the other, jogging. I said, God damn. What the fuck? Like, no, it's real, baby. It's real. It's real. And you know why? You know why you see that so much in the white community? Because white men ain't having that shit. White men ain't having that shit. You will never see an 80%. You will never see 80% of white women in America being overweight because white men ain't fucking having it. Not having it. They are on, man, listen, they let their women know. Put on too much weight, I'm leaving. Put on too much weight, I'm taking back one of them credit cards or something. I don't know what these white dudes be telling these white chicks, but they telling them something. Because clearly these white women are heavily inspired to get out there every single morning, getting their jog on, getting their exercise on, and staying in shape. But in our community, they want us to believe Look, instead of hitting the gym and staying in shape, they would rather try to trick us into thinking that fat is thick. And if we disagree, we're told not to believe our lying eyes. As if we don't have the same damn eyes that every other group of men have. As a matter of fact, there's this video. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find it. Hold up. Here it go. I found it. I was going to do a reel to this. I didn't get around to doing it. I had this video on my phone for probably 2 weeks now and just keep skipping over it. Our women would rather put themselves in a damn Batman suit, whatever the hell that shit is supposed to be, than take their ass to the damn gym. Or jog around the damn block a couple of times. Like, what the hell is this shit? What is this? It got the damn zipper. Because it's funny as hell, because right before when I first seen this video, right before she started playing with the zipper, I didn't notice the zipper. So I was thinking to myself, well, what the hell happens when you gotta pee? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do when you gotta pee? You gonna have to take all that off and then put it all back on? Then I seen her playing with the zipper. I said, my God, they done put a damn zipper in the crotch. So you zip it open and take a, like, bruh, this is what we get, black man. This is what we get. And fam, what on God's green earth does the body look like when you peel that fucking rubber suit off? What does it, fam, I don't want to know what's under there, bruh. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. But see, this is what we get. But I bullshit you not. Matter of fact, it's the summertime right now. I bullshit you not. Put it to the test. Go drive around a white neighborhood tomorrow morning. If you live anywhere near a white neighborhood, go drive around a white neighborhood tomorrow morning. You are going to see at least 2 or 3 white women jogging. They're going to have their little workout clothes on. You know, little like the leggings with the sports bra and the hair in the ponytail, some shit. Jogging. Staying in shape. But this is what the fuck we get. The fuck is the black man supposed to do with this? Oh, this is what we're supposed to marry, right? And if we don't marry this, something's wrong with us, right? If we don't marry this, we hate our mama. If we don't marry this, we just don't like black women. If we don't marry this, we got color issues. We got self-hatred issues. So black men are supposed to be happy to have this. Look at this shit, fam. Look at this shit. Put a 1 in the chat room if you're bringing this home to your mother. Put a 1 in the chat room if you would be proud to have this on your arm. Put a 1 in the chat room if you find that to be attractive. Put a 1 in the chat room if you would unzip that little zipper and hit that. Put a 1 in the chat room if you trying to unzip that zipper and smash this bitch, bro. Bam! Like, bro, this can't be life. This can't be the black man's life, bro. There's got to be better than this, fam. There's got to be better than this. Hell nah, fam. Hell nah. But yo, man, go ahead and hit that Cash App. Go ahead and bless the Cash App, $BLAXKSQUAD, or you can hit the PayPal. All of that is in the description box. We about to get into this second video. And man, the second video, bro, the second video ain't no better. The second video is no better. And the second video is, man, there's something I want to try. I'm going to do my best to try to explain it. It's man, you know, I don't even know where to start with that one. with the second video, you hear me stuttering and shit. I don't even know where to start with the second video that I'm about to play. The first one I think was more disrespectful, but the second video that I'm about to play, I think it's a little deeper, and it highlights a societal issue that I don't think is going to be fixed in Western society anytime soon. Anytime soon. Until all of us big, bad, toxic men finally put our fucking foot down. Because I'll tell you right now, every societal issue that you can think of could literally be fixed overnight. All the hell men have to do is put our foot down. And that's going to be the end of that. End of discussion. Conversation over. Every societal issue you could think of, damn near, could be fixed overnight. All men have to do is put their foot down. That's it. That's it. But let's get into the second video. Like I said, man, if you're feeling the content and you want to support the content, go ahead and bless that Cash App, $BLAXKSQUAD, or the PayPal. It's in the description box and it's pinned to the top of the chat. Make sure you're following me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, baby. Let's get into the second video, though. Because like I said, this second video is kind of deep, man. It's kind of deep.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So what exactly is the black man supposed to do with this level of disrespect? Like I said before, I believe I'm leaning toward either, that being his baby mom's or some chick that he's just sleeping with. It's definitely not a current girlfriend. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been upset that he even ran into her. Because if you notice at the beginning of the video, that's what set her off. She came up behind him, trying to get his attention. He turned around and seen it was her. And visibly looked upset that, you know, he ran into her. And that's what set her off. Because, you know, she's supposed to be pretty and light-skinned, and she thick. So what you mean you ain't happy to see me? You know what I'm saying? So she felt some kind of way right there. If you pay attention, he turned around, seen her, and he's like, oh, what the fuck? And that's what set her off. You know what I'm saying? Because she's used to men being happy to see her. Because she's attractive. And she light-skinned. And she got the good hair, as they say. And she thick. Now, see, that's actually thick right there. That ain't fat. That's actually thick. You know what I'm saying? So that set her off. But there's a few problems with this video. There's a few problems with this video. And like I said, it highlights a societal problem. It highlights a number of societal problems. And like I said, I don't think they'll be fixed overnight. But I'm going to run this back and I'm going to break it down. Alright, so you see it right there, right? You seen it right there when she came up behind him, probably called his name or whatever. He turned around and seen it. He was like, oh shit. So obviously this is not the first incident that he's had with this woman. Except this time he's in a public place. So he's like, oh shit, not this fucking bitch. God damn, why I have to run into this woman here today? Immediately. And what does she do immediately? She jumps in his face. Jumps in his face. And look at this. Everybody standing around looking. Everybody standing around looking. Half of them are entertained by the situation. And the other half are standing around looking, waiting to see what happens next. And only one of two things is going to happen next. Either he's going to allow her to go ahead and get her rocks off, creating this unnecessary scene, or he's going to slap the shit out of her. Only one or two things can happen in this situation. Which begs the question, why would a woman roll the dice on getting the shit slapped out of her? But then again, most of the time, women know who they can play these games with. Again, fellas, that's why I said boundaries, standards must be set when you meet a woman. She needs to know what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate from the fucking jump. And unfortunately, far too many of you are afraid to set boundaries and standards because you think that that's going to make, this girl you just met not want to talk to you. But what you're failing to understand is that's actually what the fuck you want. You want the woman who has a problem with your standards and has a problem with your boundaries to get the hell away from you. Because a woman who has a problem with standards and a problem with boundaries is this woman right here. You don't want that. You don't want that at all. Not at all. But look at this. I want to show you this. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Look at that. All in his face. All in his face. Following him every which way he goes. Trying to antagonize him. She just slapped him on his back. So now she's getting physical. Putting her fucking hands on him. Nobody's doing anything. Everybody's standing around watching. Still waiting to see what the fuck is going to happen next. And like I already said, only one or two things is going to happen. Either he's going to allow her to get her rocks off, creating this unnecessary scene, or he's going to slap the shit out of her. What happens when a man slaps the shit out of a woman in public? All these white knights who are standing around laughing and kikiing and ha-haing, then they're going to want to jump in and put hands on him. Because they too have a mama like her. They got a sister like her, an auntie like her. So this shit right here is normal to them. But I wonder, did y'all notice the East Indian brothers? Did you notice the East Indian brothers? The East Indian brothers are the only dudes in this entire clip that I didn't see laughing or with a smile on their face. I wonder why. Look, 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 check it out. They're looking. They're looking, but they're not looking as though they're enjoying it, like the black people. The black women are smiling and laughing. The black men smiling and laughing. The handful of non-black men look like a couple of East Indian dudes, and then right behind them look like a Hispanic dude. None of them was smiling and laughing. They were looking at this shit like, my God, is this how you allow your women to behave? Look at them. Look at them. See the clip is moving back. Look at them. Now look at the cashier. The cashier smiling. Look, boom, boom. It's funny. It's funny. Score one for the sisterhood. We got another one. It's funny. But wait a minute. Let's flip it. Let's highlight a societal issue here. Let's flip it. If that was a woman standing in line about to pay for her stuff, and some man came up from behind her and created this kind of scene, was getting in her face, screaming and hollering loudly, belligerently, creating this kind of a scene, would anybody be laughing and smiling? Absolutely not. Would everybody just stand around and watch? Absolutely not. Because there is a societal expectation for the men in that store to now put themselves in harm's way and get between that man and that woman to protect that woman. So wait a minute, and that makes sense, right? And if none of the men in the room put themselves in harm's way and put themselves between that woman and that man, everybody else is going to say that those men are cowards, that those men are not men, that those men are not functioning like men are supposed to function. So wait a minute. Why is it that when we flip the scenario and it's a man standing in line about to pay for his stuff and some crazy woman comes up behind him, starts screaming and hollering in his ear, screaming and hollering in his face, putting her hands on him, following him every which way he goes, shouting belligerently, looking like she could get violent at any moment? Not only does no one do anything, everybody's laughing like this is funny. Nobody even thought to call security. And not a single woman standing there even had the thought of getting in between the two of them to break it up, to get that woman out of that man's face. Because again, this can only go one of two ways. Either he's going to allow her to do this, shout in his face and holler at him and put his hands on him and try to embarrass him, because really she's embarrassing herself. If for anybody that's got some sense and their head screwed on straight, she just embarrassed herself. She didn't embarrass him. But again, this can only go one of two ways. Either he allows this to happen or he slaps the shit out of her. and, quote, puts her back in her place, right? So why are the people standing around simply waiting to see what happens? Why don't we live in a society where the women, not that men need women to protect them, but obviously if we live in a society where it is frowned upon for a man to put his hands on a woman, doesn't it make sense that in a situation like this, that it would be a societal expectation for the women in the store to get between the two of them and tell her, hey, listen, sis, you got to chill out. You got to chill out before this man haul off and knock your head off your shoulders. Don't think it can't happen, sis. You need to calm down. Why is that not a societal expectation? Why is that not a societal expectation? It's not a societal expectation because in the society, men are considered expendable. Men are considered replaceable. That's why it's not a societal expectation. So everybody stands around and laughs, pulls their phones out. World Star! It's fucking funny. This shit is not funny. It's very much so not funny. More smiles. And she comes by with the biggest smile on her face. Like she just had an orgasm.
That's crazy.
Like she just had an orgasm. You seen that smile on her face. You can't tell me that woman wasn't proud of her work. She had the biggest smile on her face. Like she just had an orgasm. What is the black man supposed to do with this level of disrespect? I believe that the disconnect, if you will, I believe the disconnect in the black male-female relationship, I believe is too far gone to be fixed on a wide scale. So that's not to say that a black man can't find a good black woman, because there are good black women. I got one. You understand? So you can't tell me that there ain't no good black women, because I got one. But you would either have to be a liar or a damn fool to think that there are enough good black women to go around for every black man that wants one. You see these brothers who joined on to the Passport Bros movement? Those are men who want wives. So first off, don't tell me that black men don't want to get married. They're jumping on planes to go find wives. Yet you got people running around here still trying to spin the narrative that the marriage rate is so low in the black community because black men don't want to get married. Fuck you, you're a damn liar. Black men are jumping on planes to go find wives. Clearly they want to get married. Unfortunately, there are not enough B-dubs in this country who are fit to be wives to go around for every black man that wants one. So again, you At this point, I seriously have to look at you with the side eye if you are still coming with that same old rhetoric about black men being obligated to date and marry only black women. I have to look at you with the side eye. I have to look at you with the side eye because I have to wonder what your view of black men is. I have to wonder what your view of black men is. I have to wonder, what is it that you think of black men? That you think black men are obligated to date and marry this. Like I said before, 80% of the B-dubs in this country are overweight. 75% of the B-dubs between the ages of 18 and 35 have multiple children. Half of them all 18 to 35 have children already, and half of them have multiple children with multiple men. So by saying that a black man is obligated to date and marry only a black woman, what you are saying is that a black man is obligated to date and marry fat chicks and raise other people's kids. And that's before we even get to the attitudes. That's before we get to the fucking weaves and the goddamn wigs that black men have been telling y'all to take off your fucking heads for decades now, but you refuse to because you hate your fucking selves. You hate the way God made you. No matter how many times the black man tells you you're beautiful, you don't fucking believe it. And this is what the black man is supposed to stand around and wait around and be patient for. This is what the black man is obligated to date and marry. And let's not even bring up the little herpes problem that the B-dub has. And when I say little, it really ain't a little problem. It's a big fucking problem. So, let's throw that into the mix, shall we? 80% of the B-dubs in this country are overweight. 75% of the B-dubs between the ages of 18 and 35 already have children. Half of them have multiple children by multiple men. And we have a serious herpes problem running rampant through the black female population here in America. But you're telling me that black men are obligated to date and marry only that. Again, I have to look at you with a serious side eye because you must not like black men too much. Take the herpes thing out of it. Take the herpes thing out of it. Take that out of it, throw it to the side. Just with 80% of the B-dubs in America being overweight and 75% of the B-dubs between 18 and 35 already having children, just with that alone, I, as a black man, though I am with a black woman, as a black man, I cannot look another black man in his fucking eyes and tell him that he's obligated to date and marry fat chicks and raise other people's fucking kids. Why can't I look another black man in the eye and tell him that? I can't look another black man in the eye and tell him that because I am a black man and I love black men. I love my brother. And when you love your brother, you want the best for your brother. So again, those of you running around here with this old rhetoric that black men are obligated to date and marry only black women, I don't think for 1 second that you give a damn about black men. I don't fucking believe you. I don't believe you one goddamn bit. I don't give a damn how many times you scream black power, shout power to the fucking people. Go on and on and on about black love. I don't believe for 1 damn second that you give a hot damn about black men. How could you? When you think that that is what the black man deserves. You a damn lie. You don't love black men. You don't give a damn about black men. You don't give a damn about black men. And that goes for a whole lot of them conscious sisters too. That goes for a whole lot of them conscious sisters. I had a very well-known conscious sister come in my comment section weeks back when Jamie Foxx was in the hospital. I had posted when I started hearing that the B-Dub was wishing death on Jamie Foxx, I had a hard time believing it. Because they love Jamie. I thought, I was like, nah, no, Jamie Foxx, black women love Jamie Foxx. They wouldn't wish death on Jamie. So I posted, I was like, yo, the sisters are wishing death on Jamie Foxx. Does anybody have screenshots of this shit? I need proof. That's all I said. I said, I'm hearing the B-Dub is wishing death on Jamie Foxx. Does anybody have screenshots of this? I need proof. Before I go run and do a video about the shit, I need to see some proof. And don't you know, a couple days after I posted that, a very well-known conscious sister who used to live in the Gambia, and she's got a YouTube channel. Yeah, her. Her. She comes in the comment section and said something. I forget exactly what she said. I forget exactly what she said. She left some 1 or 2 word quick comment. And I forget exactly what the fuck I said to her. This was like 2 months ago, and Jamie had first just got in the hospital. So I can't really remember exactly what I said and exactly what she said. But when her last response to me, she was like, no, really, I don't give a fuck. And then it hit me. It was like for a minute, it slipped my mind the kind of videos that she be making. And then it hit me. Oh, that's right. You don't give a fuck because you too are one of these B-Dubs who's running around here wishing death on Jamie Foxx. Because you know how she feels about, black men dating and marrying other groups of women. Right? So I said, oh, you're one of these sisters too that hopes he dies just because he's dated a handful of white women. And I did a video about it. I did a video about the whole Jamie Foxx thing. And, before I did the video, I did a little bit of research. And the way everybody was talking, I was expecting to see this long list of white women that Jamie Foxx has dated. Do you know there was only 3 white women on the whole damn list? There was only 3 white women on the whole list. You want this black man to die because he dated 3 white women? And y'all probably only knew about one of them, Katie Holmes, because the other 2 white girls, I can't even remember their fucking names now. They're not even that famous at all. I think one of them might have been a model or some shit. Yeah. So really the only white girl that most of them probably even knew about was Katie Holmes. So the majority of them chicks wanted Jamie Foxx to die because of the one white woman they knew about him dating. Like, fam. But have you ever heard the sisterhood or even the conscious sisters? Have you ever heard the sisterhood say an ill word about Maya Angelou? Maya Angelou was married to 2 white men in her lifetime. And the conscious sisters still uphold her like she's some sort of hero. Meanwhile, the only thing she ever did was write a few poems and fuck some white men. But she's a hero. Let black women tell it. She's a hero. Jamie Foxx never married no white woman. They want Jamie to die. Is the hypocrisy real or is the hypocrisy real? You know what I'm saying? Is the hypocrisy real or is the hypocrisy real? Right. What is the black man supposed to do with this level of disrespect? Well, I think I've got an answer to that question. Take your fucking ball and go home. Take your ball and go home, black man. Pack it up. Time to go. Hashtag passport bros. Hashtag SYSBM. Wash your hands of them and the situation and be done with it. And look, if you can find a good black woman, great. Because like I said, they are out there. I've got one. Took a lifetime to find her, but I found her. And see, that's just it. That's it right there. If you're telling these men, if let's focus on the young men. If you're telling these young brothers in their 20s that they are obligated to only date and marry a black woman, so they go out here day in and day out, year in and year out, denying whatever opportunity they might have with non-black women so that they can stick to only black women. The pickings are slim. The pickings are slim. The number of black women who are fit for marriage and wife material are slim to none. They are a minority. They are a minority. 80% of y'all are overweight. So that leaves a 20% margin of desirable sisters right there. Then when you factor in 75% between 18 and 35 marriage age, already have children, and black men have concluded that we are not trying to play stepdaddy for no damn body, the number drops even more, drastically so, as a matter of fact, because y'all so hell-bent on having Pookie's baby in your 20s. So if a black man doesn't want an overweight woman and he doesn't want to play stepdaddy and he wants a feminine woman who's pleasant and agreeable, the pickings are slim. And then say you do find a sister who's in shape, doesn't have any kids, she's pleasant to be around, and the whole nine. She's great. She's a great person. It doesn't necessarily mean that the two of you are compatible. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to be your wife. You could be a great person, she could be a great person, but it just don't fucking work out. So now, back to the goddamn drawing board, again, trying to find a needle in a haystack. You see what I'm saying? You're putting yourself through unnecessary headache. When if you broaden your horizons, like they say, I hate to use that term, it sounds so damn cliche, but fuck it, for convenience, if you broaden your horizons, as they say, now you've got a whole lot more options. And why should a man not give himself as many options as possible and open himself up to the best options possible, so he doesn't have to go through a decade or two of headache trying to find his wife? So no, I will not tell a black man he is obligated to date and marry only a black woman. No, I will not. Because that ain't right. That ain't right at all. Joe, man, I think I'm about to wrap this up because a brother got to go pick up his daughter from daycare. And I think I've said enough anyway. Look, man, if you are feeling the content, support the content. Bless the Cash App, $BLAXKSQUAD, or you can hit the PayPal. It is in the description box and it is pinned to the top of the chat room. I appreciate y'all showing up and tuning in. Make sure you follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram, especially Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. As a matter of fact, fuck Facebook. Don't follow me on Facebook. Don't follow me on Facebook because I'm being shadow banned on Facebook. And I'm tired of the shadow ban. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another Facebook page. And I'm going to see how long it takes for them to shadow ban me on that page. Because I know eventually it's coming. Oh, it's coming eventually. Within 3 to 6 months. Within 3 to 6 months. So I'm going to go hard and try to funnel as many people as I can. When I make my new Facebook page, I'm going to go hard and I'm going to try to funnel as many people as I can from that page to my YouTube and to Instagram before they shadow ban me on that page. And I think what I'm going to do, I think what I'm going to end up doing is just continuing to repeat that process. Because it's just not worth the headache trying to fight a shadow ban on Facebook. You know, that's why I'm tagging 1 million fucking people in the comment section on my reels these days, if you haven't noticed. Because that's like the only way I can get views right now, because Facebook is shadow banning me to hell. So fuck Facebook. Follow me on Instagram where you will get content that you do not get on YouTube or Facebook, such as Kenyatta's Thoughts, which I did 2 of them earlier today, by the way. So if you go and follow me on Instagram, you can see those. Kenyatta's Thoughts is where I share my opinion, commentary, and thoughts on certain trending topics. And like I said, when I get to 100 followers on Instagram, I will then go through the painstaking process of uploading all 18 volumes of the Live with Martin Swartz series, and I'm going to continue to describe it like that, the painstaking process, because that is not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun to upload 18 fucking reels in a row, and I think I'm going to have to go back and edit some of them in the process, so that's going to be a whole event. But when I get 100 followers on Instagram, I will do just that, because that's what the hell I said I was going to do. So follow me on Instagram. And again, if you like the content, support the content, baby. Bless that Cash App, $BLAXKSQUAD, or hit the PayPal. It's in the description box. It's pinned to the top of the post. All your contributions are greatly appreciated. And as a matter of fact, shout out to XL Pro and shout out to Yabin Yisrael for your contributions in my show the other day when I broke down why Myron Gaines hates black people. Y'all two contributed to the platform, and I appreciate it. So shout out to y'all. Anyway, I am Kenyatta Black. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to the Black Squad. Black man, do what you gotta do to find peace and happiness. And if anybody don't like it, tell them Kenyatta Black said fuck you. Deuces.